To introduce Marti Patchell, and I stole her from the Corcoran. No, you're a continuing ed student, and I went over there to help sub for a class, and she was wiping a plate, and I said, well, you can do this and you can do that, and she said, well, how do you do that? And what do you do this? Where do you do this? So we've developed a relationship for about almost 2 years now, and I've worked with Michael for almost, well, 4 years, I think, and so take it away, Marti.
Well, I'm Marti Patchell, and I grew up in Southern Virginia, in Norfolk, Virginia. I'm the daughter of a very, very terrific architect who was very classically trained in Germany and in Paris before he ever came to this country. And his passion was drawing. And beautiful, beautiful drawing. Everywhere he went, and he traveled, he had offices in quite a few places in the world. And everywhere he traveled, he carried sketchbooks with him and large charcoal drawing paper. So he did charcoal drawings everywhere. From the time I was little, he kind of forced me into drawing and looking at things and seeing things. And we lived on the water. So I still have one kind of cute drawing that I did in 6th grade of the waterfront. And he used to make me get up early in the morning and draw. So drawing became a real passion for me. And as my colleagues at George Mason will tell you, Erwin and Patrick and Nancy, I'm always in the critiques talking about drawing because I love drawing. And I have to tell you that I was really excited on Friday because I studied for 4 years with Tom Green at Corcoran. That was 30 years ago. And I haven't seen Tom Green actually since. And Friday he came to do part of this Millennium Project at George Mason, and I got a chance to catch up with him and spend a lot of time with him. And I told him, you know, you were a great inspiration to me because he used to say to me all the time, really, drawing is the basis of really good art. And he kept telling me that over and over again as I was struggling doing these enormous kind of figures that I really didn't particularly want to do. And so I was telling him, and he was looking at some of the things I've been doing. I told you then, I'm telling you the same thing again. You know, really good and detailed and careful drawing is the basis of really good art. And so that's where I am now. Over the years, I have continued to study. And I go to the Art Institute of Chicago's summer school every summer and do etching. I went back to Corcoran and I did etching, and that's where I met Susan. And so I've been at Georgetown as an academic administrator for many years, and I studied there with a very, very, very good printmaker, B.G. Moon, who was a terrific teacher in etching and lithography. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm doing a lot of drawing. The basis of most of my work is botanical. It started out years ago as Carol Bluestone, who I haven't seen in 30 years, reminded me that I actually did watercolors many years ago, but those were all botanical as well. And so botanical things are what I'm really interested in and the things that I relate to the best. I'm a big gardener, and I really love flowers and the details of flowers and the intricacies of flowers and all kinds of nature, including bugs that some people find creepy, but I don't. So that's where I am now, and I'm studying with Susan as actually a private student. I work in the studio with her quite a bit, and I'm also going to George Mason and sitting in her classes as well. So that's.